Here's Sadio Mane for Liverpool. Turns and finds a bit of space. Now Henderson. Emre Can. Henderson. Firmino's taken up a position here on the far side of the Spartak. Moreno was also playing essentially as a central striker in that Liverpool move. Here's Firmino, and Tasky was in the way. Coutinho then swings it out here to Alexander-Arnold. Henderson. It's a good ball in by Henderson. Firmino just needed a better connection. What a ball from the Liverpool captain.
It was an incredible ball, but Firmino was hindered by the defender not doing his job. Stuttering, and if anything, gets in his way, gets a slight touch to it. Katsapov, and it doesn't fall to Firmino.
9 times out of 10, Steve, that hits Firmino and goes in regardless, doesn't it? Mane, and now Coutinho. Semedo here looking to run away from Firmino, who's trying his best not to foul him, but couldn't really help himself in the end.
Yeah, it was Firmino's bad touch. He gave the ball to Semedo, and in the end brought him down. He just hasn't been on his game tonight, Roberto Firmino. Knowing his control, his movement is exceptional. He's just been bouncing off him tonight.
Sevilla have doubled their lead in the other game in the group tonight against Maribor, and Ben Yedder's got both of them, so Sevilla 2, Maribor 0. Looks like it's going to be a tight group, this one, doesn't it? Liverpool know that nights like this, where they have lots of chances, if they can get the away win, it's going to do so much for them in terms of qualification for the last 16.
With all respect to the two sides, what we've seen already in this group, Fletcher, it shouldn't be tight. I've said on numerous occasions, Liverpool and Sevilla are by far the better sides. You just need to go and get the job done when you're so dominant in these games. It looks like Sevilla are doing a job on Maribor, which they should do.
And there's a foul on Coutinho, which has brought Liverpool the free kick. That Jurgen Klopp will be aware of is they've got to manage games away from home. There's the challenge on Coutinho from Popov.
Stamp on his Achilles.
Only managed 1 point from the 3 away matches in the Champions League group the last time they were in the competition, which ultimately proved to be their downfall. A lot of opportunities here in the first half in Moscow so far tonight.
So you see Jurgen Klopp barking orders to be quick and moving the ball from left to right. Far too many touches, too stationary, too static.
Alexander-Arnold to Roberto Firmino. Here's the young right back again, and now Matip.
Look how deep Moscow are. See Adriano, Fernando, they're the forwards. Look how deep they are.
Sadio Mane, supported by Moreno. Henderson. Now Alexander-Arnold. Firmino. Emre Can. Now Coutinho. Here's Mane.
And in the far post for Liverpool.
And it goes towards Salah. Header one in there by Zikia. Liverpool can come again with Emre Can. And Rebrov there for Spartak Moscow. Alexander-Arnold spotted that. A throw out that was intended for Zikia.
He had no idea what the goalkeeper was doing, throwing out from there.
To Mane. Now Coutinho. Joel Matip. Alexander-Arnold. Matip to Coutinho. Again, there's this deep red line at the back for Spartak Moscow. 5 and sometimes 6 in a line. Liverpool need to find a way through it, and they won't this time. Top off with the clearance. Here's Henderson. Liverpool need to find a bit of guile, a bit of invention. They've also got to be aware of Spartak Moscow coming forward on the counter-attack. Fernando sends it forward towards Popov. Moreno's header only to Eschenko. Red shirts flooding forward. Luis Adriano was one of them. And Joel Matip won the header defensively at the expense of a corner for Liverpool.
But again, Flex, that started from Emre Can giving a poor ball away, a flat ball to Mo Salah, and then breaking. Liverpool don't need to force the issue, they're well on top.
Liverpool set up zonally, as they always are for this Spartak Moscow corner. Shiki has gone in there, so has Kutapov, the central defenders. Taski stayed back though. It's a poor corner cleared away by Moreno. Fernando wins it back again, but now Liverpool's counter-attack is on, and they've got a 5-on-2 here. This is such a good position for Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold, now Jordan Henderson, and in towards Sadio Mane and Salah, and the flag was up, and it wouldn't have counted. But it's the first time all night where Liverpool have had the freedom to counter-attack like that.
Well, it was a great counter-attack. I don't know who was offside. I don't know whether it was Firmino who was offside. Mo Salah, sorry, first, because I don't think Mane was at the far post. Let's have a look. Oh, well, he was offside. Mane was offside. And Salah helped him by missing. Whether he... Mind you, he made an attempt to get the ball, didn't he? Sadio Mane, that's why the flag went up, even though he didn't touch it.
The flag was actually up, wasn't it, before Salah even made contact with it. Felt a bit for Felipe Coutinho there, because when they initially sprung out Liverpool, it was a 5-on-2, and he couldn't keep up with the rest of them, could he? It soon became a 4. He tried his best to get up there. And Liverpool have had 5 attempts on target in the first half, 58% possession, and they've just got the 1 goal to show for it, and a sloppy goal conceded with errors committed by them in the process. But there's the half-time whistle, blown by the French referee here in Moscow tonight, and it was him, Fernando, who got the first goal tonight, a free kick that I'm sure the boys will look at and analyse and see the part that Loris Karius has played in it. But Liverpool got the equaliser, the first goal in the Champions League for Felipe Coutinho, combining brilliantly in the build-up with Sadio Mane. So half-time in Moscow, Spartak Moscow 1, Liverpool 1.
Well, whatever you think of Liverpool, there's always some good football to watch. There's no question about that. Much to discuss with Rio Ferdinand, Frank Lampard and Michael Owen when we come back. So not the greatest start for Liverpool. Yet another defensive flaw. But they came back, as they do so often. They've got plenty of ammunition going forward, and Coutinho scored.
This programme is brought.
We have to stop him. Buckle up.
Goals like that, like they've done errors. Does he mention that at half-time? What does he say? Concentrate, focus, what is it?
Teacups.
Get a grip.
Flying.
Teacups flying?
Yeah.
I imagine he probably does throw the odd one, wouldn't you think?
I would say he's quite lively in there, yeah. But I'd expect him to be more concerned about his own team in terms of when they've got the ball. I think, as we see the goal again, and I'm sure he won't criticise players. I think he's more of an arm-round players type of fella.
Well, he picked him, I suppose.
Exactly.
I mean, Mignolet was you know, he fancied Marta say.
It just adds to the conversation now, though, doesn't it? Now that's happened.
We need that. We need things to add to the conversation. Well, the two teams are coming out in Moscow, so let's rejoin Steve McManaman and Darren Fletcher.
Thanks, Gary. So the team's coming out. It's an interesting discussion, isn't it, Steve? This decision by Jurgen Klopp this season to rotate his goalkeepers. Simon Mignolet in the Premier League and Loris Karius in the Champions League, especially when you think about the performance Mignolet gave at Leicester at the weekend. It was so significant in them winning the match.
Yeah, Danny Ward last week as well. Of course, that it's only going to add to the debate of who's the best goalkeeper. Does it cause chaos within the defenders? But certainly the goalkeeper, again, has got question marks about him, especially after Mignolet saved that penalty the other day, as you rightly said.
So can Liverpool find a way to win this match in the second half? You might have seen one or two replays from the first half on your screens. The local broadcasters deciding to show us those. Liverpool's last 13 away games in Europe, 2 wins, 6 draws and 5 defeats. They've certainly had enough possession and chances in the first half here to be away and clear. Can they be more clinical, as the boys were suggesting in the studio? Here's Eschenko on the ball for Spartak Moscow, and now Luis Adriano, the home side, looking to make a quick start. Zikia. Pasalic has to go backwards, and he didn't find Buketti. And now Salah can bring Liverpool forward on the counter-attack, supported by Firmino. Fernando had won it back, but there was a foul off the ball on Emre Can, which brings Buketti the yellow card.
Yeah, he brings him down as Emre Can is trying to join in the play. See Salah gets across Fernando, who makes a decent enough challenge, but just in the background you just can't see it.
Yeah.
Buketti brings down Emre Can.
It's not that challenge there that's led to the free kick. Nope. It was an off-the-ball incident involving Buketti and Can. So let's see what Liverpool can do from the free kick here. Coutinho over it. Lovren's gone forward, so has Joel Matip. The 2 Liverpool centre-backs. Coutinho's ball in, and the flag was up straight away. He'd spotted something in there, the French referee. Might well have been a push.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who's involved. Well, the answer is I've no idea. Is it Firmino? There's the Buketti challenge on Emre Can.
Those 2 in the first half, wasn't it? Can and Buketti. Can's challenge on the Italian that led to his yellow card, so that's clearly still simmering out there. Here's Popov. Now Fernando scored that free kick in the first half for Spartak Moscow. Here's Zikia. And now Luis Adriano. Eschenko had made the run, that's where the ball was on its way to. Coutinho was in the way for Liverpool. Fernando, Luis Adriano, now Fernando again. Pasalic plays it out, so it can be swung in towards Eschenko. And then a foul committed by Kutepov. I was looking to play it forward quickly. Firmino was the only man up there for Liverpool. It was asking a lot, wasn't it, of the Brazilian. Semedo had it taken off him by Emre Can. I think Calm had some patience for Liverpool tonight, Steve. It's probably going to pay dividends here because they're clearly the better team.
Yeah, clearly the better team. They look quicker, they look more fit than this Moscow side. They've made lots of chances. Second half's only just started. Just get themselves into it. They don't have to force the game.
It's still noisy.
You wouldn't have it any other way. What an atmosphere.
Superb. And on stage games at the World Cup finals next summer here, 5 of them. It was used for the Confederations Cup, and it really is a magnificent stadium. Not the biggest, around 45,000, but it's almost a carbon copy the way it's designed on the Allianz Arena. Here's Coutinho. Off Firmino. Moreno looking to take over. That was a handball.
Yes, it was.
A pretty blatant one as well, which brings the free kick to Liverpool.
Yeah, Tassi's saying it was accidental. If anything, it should be a yellow card. You see here, left arm's out. Good position. Just need the quality.
It'll be the right foot of Coutinho or the left foot of Moreno. Whether Liverpool want to bend it in towards Redbrof's goal or the other way.
Yeah, well, if it's for me, it's Coutinho all day long. bending it towards that far post, runners across, trying to unsight the goalkeeper.
Lovren starts to run, it's headed away by Luis Adriano for Spartak Moscow. Here is Moreno, Emre Can. Free kick, foul on Popov.
Moreno took it. As you can see, the quality was not there at all.
He knows it's a big second half for Liverpool. Chan's header. By Luis Adriano. Popov couldn't get a hold of it. Matip there to clear away. Header won by Eshenko. Pashelik couldn't find a teammate. Coutinho can. Here's Firmino. Alexander-Arnold's made a good run, and Salah was just looking to flick it towards the young right back. Liverpool were trying to flow there down the right-hand side. Here's Jordan Henderson. Coutinho. Now Matip. Space here for the left-back, Alberto Moreno. He's got Can in support. And Coutinho. Coutinho looking to glide his way through, and he was fouled there.
Yeah, Fernando brought him down right in front of the referee. Gets across him. Contact on the ball.
It's a really good spot, the free kick for Coutinho. Similar to where he scored against Leicester at the weekend, maybe just slightly further left than it was on Saturday, but he'll be relishing this prospect, won't he? Moreno is there again. Liverpool have put Emre Can and Sadio Mane in the wall. It's Coutinho, and he got down really well there, Rebrov. And then Chan's follow-up brings the corner. Didn't strike it as well as he wanted to, but still work there for Rebrov to do.
I think it was the fact that it was so low when it bounced. That's what made it difficult for the keeper. As you said, there wasn't a lot of pace on it. It was so low as it was going in.
Coutinho with the Liverpool corner. Luis Adriano defends it. Popov with the composure at the back for Spartak. And Fernando hoists it forward. Here's Pashelik. Now Buketti.
There's the free kick again, simple enough for the goalkeeper, as it should be from that angle and distance.
Fernando up to Luis Adriano. Lovren with defending now. Eshenko raiding forward, takes it first time. Loris Karius makes the save. Created the shooting position well there though, Spartak.
Yeah, they moved the ball well, don't they? But again, it was a nice shot by Eshenko, wasn't it? It's an easy save for the goalkeeper. Probably looked better than it actually was.
Popov with the corner. Karius comes and punches the ball away. More fireworks inside the Spartak arena. Salah's done well. Got himself the free kick. Emre Can, Dejan Lovren. Both managers have been permanent fixtures on the edge of the technical area right the way through the game. Massimo Carrera for Spartak and Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. Coutinho's lost it. 4-on-4 here in the counter, but that's a poor ball by Fernando that was well read by Matip, although he's lost it straight away. Fernando gives it away again, this time to Moreno, who can play it forward to Mane. Dealt with at the back by Kutupov.
It's a little sloppy. That's 5 minutes. They're giving the ball away constantly.
The goalkeeper's in on the act as well.
Yeah, goalie's showing it in.
Here's Henderson to try and calm things down. Liverpool's captain, who's been calm and assured in central midfield tonight. Now Moreno. Henderson once more. Joel Matip. Emre Can looking for Salah. Duquetti was there for Spartak Moscow. There's Luis Adriano. Lovren had a bit too much for him. Pashalek though can keep it moving forward here for the Russians. Semedo was challenged firmly there by Lovren. They've got the ball.
Chance.
Another misplaced pass from Fernando. Sadio Mane will look to punish Spartak Moscow. Skips away from Fernando into Salah. Well, it was a lovely weighted ball by Sadio Mane. Emre Can just can't quite keep it in. Just tried to measure that, didn't he, Mane for Salah?
Yeah. Salah was in all day long. It was just whether Sadio Mane could spot him. Eventually he did. He just couldn't get on the end of it. See Mo Salah at the top of your picture, he's free, he's just waiting and waiting and waiting. Eventually the arm, left arm there, just to put him off. Rebrov flying out as well.
Sure, he could have weighted that too much better, couldn't he, Sadio Mane? He was just a victim of circumstances, really, Salah. He's got 6 goals already this season. He scored in his last 3 matches in all competitions. Rebrov, the goalkeeper, is still down and being treated.
So Jurgen Klopp talking to the 4th official.
Rebrov back on his feet. Liverpool haven't won away in the Champions League. So we see the incident again. It's just a clash of knees, isn't it? Salah on the goalkeeper.
That's accidental, and it wasn't. I don't think it was a penalty at all either.
Yeah. Haven't won away in the Champions League for 8 years, Liverpool. It was in Debrecen in Hungary when David and Gog got the only goal. Well, they'd love to get one tonight to get 3 points in the bag in the group. Spartak Moscow's form was so impressive here at home last season on the way to the title. They won 14 of 15 league matches here, but they've not looked like a confident home team tonight. They've looked as though they've got an awful lot of respect for Liverpool. Never really tried to take the game at all to Jurgen Klopp's side.
You see there, Fletch, just a big boot out, give the ball back to Liverpool. Then it's back defending again for Moscow.
Something Liverpool and Sevilla will be aware of, though, that the other 2 sides in the group, Maribor and Spartak Moscow, will think if they can draw the games against the big sides, then they can almost fight it out between each other and try and get a place. There's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Good acceleration by Liverpool's young right-back, and he's still going. Plenty of determination there before Ashenko came in to win the challenge. Now Coutinho. Liverpool have got plenty forward. Still Coutinho looking to work the angle. Now Emre Can. Can he pick somebody out? Moreno's at the far post. Now Mane. In towards Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Pashalek was there. Matip. Jikia out there to beat Chan to it. Liverpool throw.
Liverpool living in really good positions there. That final ball was just lacking, just a little bit overhit on numerous occasions, or not picking anybody out.
It's Alberto Moreno.
That'll be a blow. He's been in good form, Radlov.
It's going to be a baptism of fire, isn't it, for Selikov, straight in to defend the Liverpool corner. The Liverpool team who for the last 10 or 15 minutes have had their tails up. It's a big 25 minutes for Liverpool now, though, isn't it, Steve? We talked about it in the first game 2 weeks ago and said it was an important period of the game to get through it, get over the finish line with a 2-1 lead. They're so dominant in this game tonight that if they don't win it, Jurgen Klopp's going to be so disappointed. They've got to try and get themselves into a winning position now tonight against this Spartak Moscow team.
Absolutely, you need need to get the job done, don't you? You can't keep on talking about it's a good point away from home. Liverpool should be beating teams like this. When they've dominated so much, when they've had far more attempts on target.
Well, this is the incident again that led to Rebrov being injured. A collision with Salah.
Yeah, it was accidental, wasn't it? I hope Rebrov's okay. I know he's coming off.
Well,
let's hope it's not too serious.
They've got a card here, Steve, as well, that you'll see in a minute, like you see in the NFL when the player's going to be taken off. It's the stretcher on the back of it. They're going to take no chances here with the goalkeeper, Artem Rebrov. And while they do that, we can let you know about the games tomorrow in the Champions League. Karabag against Roma, 4:45 that one on 2 HD. And then the rest of the matches from 7 o'clock. Atletico Madrid against Chelsea. Chelsea reunited with Diego Costa, 7 o'clock, 2 HD. At the same time, CSKA Moscow against Manchester United. Steve and I are going to stay in Moscow for that one. That's on 3 HD. And Anderlecht against Celtic on ESPN HD, again from 7 o'clock. And all of the matches in the Champions League, the Europa League, exclusively live on BT Sport, right the way through to the respective finals. The Champions League final in Kiev in May, slightly earlier next year's final than the one we had in Cardiff at the end of last season. And the applause inside the stadium for Artem Rebrov, the Spartak Moscow goalkeeper, with that right knee heavily strapped with ice on it straight away.
Let's hope he's okay. What I would say is that their goalkeeper, substitute goalkeeper, is still not ready. Where on earth he's been, I'll never know, because Rebrov's been down and he was injured 10 minutes ago. He's only come off now.
So still we wait.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a surprise, was it? This poor goalkeeper, you can see, he initially got injured in that challenge a long time ago.
Spent the majority of the time, if not all, isn't he? Doesn't seem to have made too much of a concerted effort to get warm. And there's the applause for him, Alexander Selikov. His first job is to organise things and defend this Liverpool corner. Salah out to take in for Liverpool. The short option there in the shape of Coutinho. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Arrows one out to Sadio Mane. Really nice ball by Alexander-Arnold. Mane with the drop of the shoulder, the acceleration, but the cross has gone out. Liverpool are going to make their first change as well. Daniel Sturridge has just emerged from the dugout down below us. He did well, Sturridge, at the weekend when he came off the bench against Leicester.
Debatable whether that went over the line. All the ball went over the line. Also, Paquetá's gone to captain now. Rebrov's gone off.
Well, the Liverpool change is going to be Sturridge for Sadio Mane. Jurgen Klopp's just going to wait. Moreno's header was the wrong way. Popov was stopped from getting into the Liverpool penalty area by Matip. Here's Samedov and now Eshenko. Coutinho's foul, free kick to Spartak.
It was very theatrical, wasn't it, by Eshenko?
Here's the change, Maka. Sturridge for Mane.
That was a dive, wasn't it? Eshenko. Then it happens. This free kick. We held to play for the referee, but yeah, Sadio Mane coming off Daniel Sturridge.
Played a key part in Coutinho's goal in the first half, Sadio Mane. And Sturridge, who made his Champions League debut for Liverpool on match day 1 against Sevilla, comes onto the pitch with 99 career club goals. And a 100th tonight could well turn out to be very important for Liverpool in the context of this Champions League group, although defending to do for them here with Popov and Fernando over the free kick. It's Fernando who delivers it, and carriers started to come, and the Liverpool players have heard the whistle there from the referee, which gives the free kick to them.
It's a lovely free kick, wasn't it, by Fernando? Infringement early on.
Less than 20 minutes to go. Spartak Moscow 1, Liverpool 1. Both goals scored in the first half. Liverpool have been totally dominant in the second without any reward. Here's Alberto Moreno. Roberto Firmino. Now Coutinho. Salah's made the run through the middle. The goalkeeper came and got there and had to. Very decisive goalkeeping there by Alexander Selikov, and at the other end, Karius takes matters into his own hands as well.
He did well there, the Spartak goalkeeper. He come flying out, really decisive, as you said. The fact that he could use his hands really helped him, didn't he?
Here's Alexander-Arnold. Looking to move away from Popov. Did well. Pashelik moves it away from Emre Can, who's determined there for Liverpool to win it back. Now Jordan Henderson. Felipe Coutinho. Now Moreno. Ashenko comes out to defend it for Spartak. Moreno finds Mo Salah. Moreno carries on running. Calm defending at the back there from the Russians. Jorginho Wijnaldum's going to be the next one sent on by Jurgen Klopp. And I think it's going to be for Emre Can. Liverpool who continue to dominate the possession.
He hasn't been as fluid in the second half, certainly with that injury to Rebrov and the treatment he had prior to that, couple of substitutions, so there's been a little bit stop-start. There's still plenty of time left. There's going to be plenty of injury time.
Yeah. You'd think at least 10 minutes, wouldn't you, for how long it took to deal with the situation with the goalkeeper. There's Wijnaldum coming on for Emre Can. I would think it was a close thing between those two, who got the starting nod tonight when Jurgen Klopp picked his team. Wijnaldum, who still hasn't scored an away goal for either of his English clubs, Newcastle or Liverpool. Different type of central midfielder to Emre Can.
You see, he's done okay tonight, Luis Adriano up front. You see, he's got great control.
Just been completely bereft of support most of the time.
He's just been incredibly isolated, but you can see whenever the ball comes near him, he makes a real effort. He's got a lovely touch, you can see that. Must be very frustrating for him.
Wijnaldum to Alexander-Arnold, and then back to the Dutchman. Sturridge waiting in the middle. Firmino's in there too. Salah in support, lets it run for Henderson. The best of defensive headers there by Kutupov. Moreno can send it back in, and Selikov involved again, dealt with that one well as well. I can tell you one thing with confidence, Steve. Selikov won't be wearing that short-sleeve goalkeeping jersey here in Moscow in December. That's Ashenko who's down, and the yellow card there for Roberto Firmino.
Yeah, again, it was a foul, Fletch, wasn't it? But he makes the most of it, doesn't he, Ashenko?
Just over 15 minutes to go. Can Liverpool find a winner? Here's Popov, away by Henderson. Sturridge up there on his own at the moment. Be surprised if Oxlade-Chamberlain's introduced in the not too distant future. Maybe his energy might be the final throw of the dice for Jurgen Klopp. Here's Coutinho. Joel Matip.
It's a little bit, say Fletcher, it's a little bit slow though, Liverpool moving the ball around. They're set defensively. We have to try and shift them a little bit, move that ball a bit quicker, move them out of position a bit.
The best of balls by Matip. The moment he played that ball, Jurgen Klopp put his hands on his head, didn't he, down below us?
So did I.
The decision that the Liverpool manager was looking for from his central defender. Coutinho with the ball out towards Alexander-Arnold. Popov can now get on it. Luis Adriano starts to run, Lovren across for Liverpool. Henderson to Jorginho Wijnaldum. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold. Daniel Sturridge. Roberto Firmino. Sturridge again. Still Sturridge. Cleared away in the end by Jikia. Here's Henderson. Salah lifted in towards Sturridge, and Selikov happy to let it roll out of play.
Selikov dived before. There you go.
Got to get there when you do that, haven't you? Got to get there. And he did.
Slow motion as well, you got.
Matip gets to carry us. Of course, the beauty of the group for Liverpool, Steve, is that the back-to-back fixtures in the middle of the group stage is Maribor for them, who seem to be the weakest team in the group. You get them back-to-back home and away, which should be 6 points for Liverpool. It gives you the opportunity to put yourself in a really commanding position before the last two matches. Would be even stronger, though, if they could win here tonight. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold! Well, he let fly, didn't he, on his left foot? Couldn't quite find the target.
That was really nice, good ball by Moreno, good touch by Alexander-Arnold, first touch, just flashes it. Mo Salah makes a really nice run inside, just there to slip him in the 11, you can see.
He looks so confident, doesn't he, at this level, yeah, Alexander-Arnold?
I think in games like this, you know, it's easy to be confident, you're running forward all the time. Yeah, but going back to the Maribor fixtures, you know, as you said, they should be 6 points, but this should be 3 points tonight. Against Sevilla at home, it should have been 3 points. Unfortunately, Liverpool, you talk about should be and what could have been. They need to go out and win and show us that they can win away from home when they dominate games and make lots of chances. And they haven't been able to do that for a number of years, as you said before. He's not happy, the manager.
There's Popov. The ball somehow found its way through to him. Henderson was in a good position again. He's really solid, hasn't he, Henderson, at the back of that Liverpool midfield tonight. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Launches one forward towards Felipe Coutinho. Schenko's header. Now Semedo.
I mean, they've been non-existent really as a threat going forward, have they, Moscow? I know they got the goal earlier on. The second half, they haven't done anything.
Alexander-Arnold to Sturridge. Firmino waiting for the cross. Salah supporting as well. Lost the opportunity really to give it Salah, didn't he, Sturridge, by having the extra touch. They've won it back though. Firmino snatched at it. Had more time and it was a better chance than I think he realised.
chance to get rid of it. Could have done anything, could have put Sturridge in, could have done anything, Firmino. But as you said, just slashed at it, head down, whack. Still going now.
Here's Salah, now Wijnaldum. Fresh off the bench with the fresh legs. Matip, Lovren. Moreno. Now Henderson. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Again, though, Spartak Moscow have got those banks of red shirts in front of Selikov, and Liverpool have got to find a way through. Moreno looking to provide it. Not enough on it. More frustration for Liverpool.
Well, again, that was a really good position again. Coutinho to Moreno. Final ball, really disappointing.
Sevilla home and dry in the home game against Maribor. Ben Yedder's got a hat-trick tonight, the third one coming from the penalty spot, so Sevilla 3, Maribor 0. And Sevilla off and running with their first win in the group. Can Liverpool replicate that here in Moscow? Time running out. Liverpool, who have dominated in terms of attempts and possession, just the one goal. Sturridge. Fernando can play it forward to Luis Adriano. Now Semenov. Popov's made the run. And for once, they've got red shirts forward here, the Russians. Can't do anything with it. Liverpool are going to get the throw-in. It's Popov down this time.
I don't know whether he's got cramp as well. Here's the ball by Moreno. Great ball. Look at Sturridge. That is just disappointing. That's easy enough for Moreno with his left foot. Plenty of time. Just doesn't get any purchase on it at all. That's it. That's the magic sign. All the world's over. Make a change.
He's on the verge, though, of a really good result, isn't he, Massimo Carrera? If they can get a draw here against Liverpool, it will give them 2 points from the opening 2 group matches before they go to Seville on match day 3. It's going to be Lorenzo Melgarejo, the Paraguayan international, who's coming on. Got his first goal of the season in injury time against Angie at the weekend. He's played in the Champions League for Benfica as well. That's where Popov picked up the injury. I think it's probably a hamstring, Steve.
Yeah,
pulled the back of his leg, didn't he?
Yeah. The fact that he just overstretched there and then the hand went up straight away when he kicked it out of play.
I'm interested now to see how much additional time we're going to have with that long stoppage for the goalkeeper's injury. Liverpool still have lots of time here to try and find a winner.
But I don't think it's helped them. They just look as if they've lost that fluidity with the substitutions Liverpool have made.
Here's Roberto Firmino playing in that slightly deeper role, lifts it through here to Sturridge! Flag was up anyway.
It looked way offside. Well, actually, it's closer, wasn't it?
Yeah, he is just off, isn't it? But it's a bit closer than it looked at the outset.
I think once you can turn like that, Firmino turning, that's in a really dangerous position. That's where Liverpool should be trying to get the ball in there. There's a good pass into Firmino. They haven't done it enough in the second half, got into those spaces. It's just been a little bit side to side and a little bit too slow.
Firmino dispossessed. Semedo can play it through here to the substitute. Luis Adriano. Here's Fernando. Buketti given away to Salah. Liverpool need to get the white shirts moving forward.
There's a lot of bodies in there though, Fletch. That's what happens. Again, wasteful.
Henderson keeps it alive, helped on by Firmino to Coutinho. Now they've got plenty of white in there. Coutinho might go himself here. Now Alberto Moreno. Lifted in towards Firmino and nodded down here to Sturridge. And the goalkeeper was there and Sturridge couldn't quite get the ball down quickly enough.
To be honest, I think he missed it first time. He missed it first time around. Header there. Control there, that one there he misses, gets that one in the end, but it's too bad an angle.
Luis Adriano towards Belgorod. With a punch that was effective enough. Now Moreno. Henderson. Clips one out for Alexander-Arnold. And it goes towards Sturridge, headed away by Buketti. Back it comes from Matip, but it's awkward for Coutinho. Couldn't keep it in.
This had too much air on it, didn't it? Nice floaty one for Selikov. Again, the final ball has not been near good enough for Liverpool. Promising positions.
Henderson nicks it back, Moreno to Wijnaldum. Can Liverpool find a finishing flourish? Looking like a side at the moment who have run out of ideas, but they've always got the attacking flair about them to make something happen. On by Fernando towards Luis Adriano. Matip in there for Liverpool, helped out by his captain Henderson. Now Moreno. Here's Sturridge through a gap to Salah. Now Henderson. Moreno, Coutinho moves away from Semedo and clips in the cross. Buketti was there to clear. Jordan Henderson lifted back in towards Sturridge. Well, the flag had stayed down.
It's a massive miss.
Another one of the Spartak players is down here, but what an opportunity there for Sturridge.
Leaning back outside of the left foot, just flying away. Great ball in. See, right under it. Outside of the foot, just flying up all the time. He's going to cut another frustrated figure if it stays like this, the manager, Jurgen Klopp. You've had enough chances, haven't you, to see this game off. There's going to be more questions.
Here's the all-important board from the fourth official. and we have 8 minutes of additional time. Still plenty of time for Liverpool to try and find an elusive goal, what would be, I'm sure, a winning goal, and a significant goal in the context of the group. Good night for Sevilla against Maribor.
Yeah. Sevilla have done their business, as you said. The dominance has been there for all to see, but if it stays like this, there's going to be one team with 2 points and the other team with 2 points, and that shouldn't be happening.
Here's Wijnaldum. Spartak as deep as they've been. A line of 5 with 5 more in front. Sturridge wriggles through the first line. It was Bacchetti, though, who's wearing the captain's armband since the goalkeeper went off. We've got a foot in. Semedo's down again, and they're going to make the final change. And Pedro Rocha, who's a young Brazilian wide player, is going to be coming on. I think it's going to be Semedo who's going to go off.
Yeah, the thing is, Jordan Henderson's berating the referee because the referee blew his whistle when he didn't need to. He shouldn't necessarily have just stopped the game for Semedo going down yet again. And that 8 minutes should turn in, 8 minutes of injury time should now turn into another couple more. I mean, that was Semedo early on. That was 15 minutes ago, wasn't it, when Sadio Mane was on the pitch?
Well, I think they're waiting again, Steve, for the cart to come back on. Here it is. That's why he's still down, Semedo, because he wants the electric cart to come and take him away.
Well, this has certainly helped Moscow tonight, their lack of fitness. They said it early on in the second half.
It's made it a very bitty second half, hasn't it? Lots of stoppages.
Yeah, it's hindered Liverpool. The cramp, the hamstring problems.
He's got to be a frustrated man, though, hasn't he, Jurgen Klopp? They've had more than enough possession and chances to win this pretty comfortably tonight. And granted, the better opportunities were in the first half, but
this is a game they should have won easily. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it'll have a big impact to play, because Liverpool should destroy these at Anfield and go and beat Maribor, as you said before. It just adds a little bit more pressure onto the qualification process. They still should be fine.
Yeah, so Pedro Rocha is on. Final change that Massimo Carrera can make tonight for Spartak Moscow. Here's Joel Matip for Liverpool, and now Jorginho Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum, it's a good turn, now Firmino, in it goes towards Moreno, away by Eschenko. Henderson pokes it back, but not accurately enough, and now the counter-attack's on for Spartak. Rocha on the ball for the first time. Henderson did really well. Here's Lovren. Lifts one forward here towards Roberto Firmino. Good ball from the centre-back, and then Bacchetti there. Here's Sturridge. Again, he couldn't get it down quickly enough to get a shot away, and Fernando was on him in a flash. Henderson again there to dispossess Rocha. Here's Alberto Moreno. Slips on in here for Firmino. It's a fantastic ball. Can he tee somebody up? It was just behind Salah. Another opportunity wasted by Liverpool.
That says it all. Great ball by Moreno. Awful ball from Firmino. He's got Salah and Daniel Sturridge for the tap-in. Plays it behind the pair of them. Only got themselves to blame tonight, Liverpool. That should have been an easy tap-in.
Here's Jordan Henderson. Launched forward towards Sturridge. Cleared away by Eschenko. Henderson in there again. Eschenko with the challenge. Fernando to Pasalic. Liverpool throw. Need to play on quickly. Salah. Wijnaldum. Henderson. Noise still emanating from the Spartak supporters behind Selikov's goal. Here's Coutinho. Roberto Firmino to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Then it goes towards Salah! Brilliant save by Selikov. What a save from the substitute. Liverpool miss another opportunity.
Yeah, great save by the keeper. Great save. Should have scored though. Again, it's right at him. Right at him. Great ball by Alexander-Arnold. Right at him. But again, don't want to take it away from the goalkeeper. That's a miss as well. That is a miss. Look at that, right down. Nice one-handed save though.
Don't want to give him credit for the reflex of Selikov. There's done nothing wrong, has he, since coming off the bench. Pretty cold into the heat of battle here tonight. And he's more than stepped up for Spartak.
Definitely, he has to make that save. It's a great reflex save.
Last 2 minutes though, Steve, have brought two fantastic situations for Liverpool which they couldn't take. First one with that Firmino cross, and the second one the Salah header. Long throw from Eschenko, headed away by Jordan Henderson. Here's Pasalic. Wijnaldum goes long, looks for the run of Felipe Coutinho, but that's straightforward for the goalkeeper. Liverpool don't really have the personnel, do they, to play those long balls like that, and he's making his feet.
Chances. A 60-yard ball to one of the smallest people on the pitch is not going to hurt Moscow.
Zikia can't keep a hold of it. Wijnaldum's got the throw-in for Liverpool.
That's what Jurgen Klopp was saying before about that 50-40, 50-yard pass.
Here's Henderson. Matip.
So this is all too slow. You have to move it quickly.
Here's Alexander-Arnold. Been a good source of productivity down the right. Low balling, couldn't get it away from Zikia. Cleared away. Every clearance from Spartak Moscow cheered on by the crowd behind Selikov's goal. Here's Matip. Long again. Moreno the target this time. Gets up above Eschenko, but there was nobody in there to feed off the knockdown. Headed forward by Buketti, and there's the full-time whistle. And Liverpool are held for the second successive game in the Champions League. Again, it's a game where they've dominated possession, had chance after chance after chance, and couldn't find the elusive winning goal. Frustration for Jurgen Klopp, a shake of the hand there with Massimo Carrera. It represents a good point at home for a Spartak Moscow team sent out to defend tonight. They led through Fernando's first half free kick. Liverpool's goal was a gem, made by Sadio Mane, finished off by Felipe Coutinho, and Alexander Selikov, who came off the bench to replace Rebrov in goal with a couple of key saves towards the end. But it's more frustration in the Champions League for Liverpool, and it's finished here in Moscow. Spartak Moscow 1, Liverpool 1.
Well, I'm not quite sure how Liverpool have not managed to get all 3 points, but they haven't. Therefore, they remain under pressure in this group to go through. But bags of chances, didn't they? A mixture of great goalkeeping, good defending, poor final pass and abject finishing on occasions has let Liverpool down. They certainly cannot blame the defence tonight, I suspect. Anyway, 8 more games coming up exclusively live on BT Sport tomorrow, beginning with an early start at 4:45 for Qarabag versus Roma on 2HD.
It looked way offside. Spartak goalkeeper, he come flying out, really decisive, as you said. The fact that he could use his hands really helped him, didn't he?
Here's Alexander-Arnold. Good to move away from Popov. Did well. Pashalek moves it away from Emre Can, who's determined there for Liverpool to win it back. Now Jordan Henderson. Felipe Coutinho. Now Moreno. Ashenko comes out to defend it for Spartak. Moreno finds Mo Salah. Moreno carries on running. Calm defending at the back there from the Russians. Jorginho Wijnaldum's going to be the next one sent on by Jurgen Klopp. And I think it's going to be for Emre Can. Liverpool, who continue to dominate the possession.
He hasn't been as fluid in the second half, certainly with that injury to Rebrov and the treatment he had prior to that, couple of substitutions, so that's been a little bit stop-start. There's still plenty of time left, there's going to be plenty of injury time.
Yeah. You'd think at least 10 minutes, wouldn't you, for how long it took to deal with the situation with the goalkeeper. There's Wijnaldum coming on for Emre Can. I would think it was a close thing between those two, who got the starting nod tonight when Jurgen Klopp picked his team. Wijnaldum, who still hasn't scored an away goal for either of his English clubs, Newcastle or Liverpool. Different type of central midfielder to Emre Can.
You see, he's done okay tonight, Luis Adriano up front. You see, he's got great control.
Just been completely bereft of support
most of the time. He's just been incredibly isolated, but you can see whenever the ball comes near him, he makes a real effort. He's got a lovely touch, you can see that. Must be very frustrating for him.
Wijnaldum to Alexander-Arnold, and then back to the Dutchman. Sturridge waiting in the middle. Firmino's in there too. Salah in support, lets it run for Henderson. The best of defensive headers there by Kutupov. Moreno can send it back in, and Selikov involved again, dealt with that one well as well. I can tell you one thing with confidence, Steve. Selikov won't be wearing that short-sleeve goalkeeping jersey here in Moscow in December. That's Ashenko who's down, and the yellow card there for Roberto Firmino.
Yeah, again, it was a foul, Fletch, wasn't it? But he makes the most of it, doesn't he, Ashenko?
Just over 15 minutes to go. Can Liverpool find a winner? Here's Popov. Away by Henderson. Sturridge up there on his own at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if Oxlade-Chamberlain's introduced in the not too distant future. Maybe his energy might be the final throw of the dice for Jurgen Klopp. Here's Coutinho. Joel Matip.
It's a little bit, I'll say, Fletch, it's a little bit slow though, Liverpool moving the ball around. They're set defensively. We have to try and shift them a little bit, move that ball a bit quicker, move them out of position a bit.
The Fantastic balls by Matip. The moment he played that ball, Jurgen Klopp put his hands on his head, didn't he, down below us?
So did I.
The decision that the Liverpool manager was looking for from his central defender. Coutinho with the ball out towards Alexander-Arnold. Popov can now get on it. Luis Adriano starts to run. Lovren across for Liverpool. Henderson to Jorginho Wijnaldum. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold. Daniel Sturridge. Roberto Firmino. Sturridge again. Still Sturridge. Cleared away in the end by Jikia. Here's Henderson. Now Salah lifted in towards Sturridge, and Selikov happy to let it roll out of play.
Selikov dived before. There you go.
Got to get there when you do that, haven't you? Got to get there. And he did.
Slow motion as well, you got.
Said gets to carry us. Of course, the beauty of the group for Liverpool, Steve, is that the back-to-back fixtures in the middle of the group stage is Maribor for them, who seem to be the weakest team in the group. You get them back-to-back home and away, which should be 6 points for Liverpool. It gives you the opportunity to put yourself in a really commanding position before the last two matches. Would be even stronger, though, if they could win here tonight. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold! Well, he let fly, didn't he, on his left foot? Couldn't quite find the target.
That was really nice, good ball by Moreno, good touch by Alexander-Arnold, first touch, just flashes it. Mo Salah makes a really nice run inside, just there to slip him in the 11, you can see.
He looks so confident, doesn't he, at this level, yeah, Alexander-Arnold?
I think in games like this, you know, it's easy to be confident, you're running forward all the time. Yeah, but going back to the Maribor fixtures, you know, as you said, they should be 6 points, but this should be 3 points tonight. Against Sevilla at home, it should have been 3 points. Unfortunately, Liverpool, you talk about should be and what could have been. They need to go out and win and show us that they can win away from home when they dominate games and make lots of chances. And they haven't been able to do that for a number of years, as you said before. He's not happy, the manager.
Popov, and the ball somehow found its way through to him. Henderson was in a good position again. Been really solid, hasn't he, Henderson, at the back of that Liverpool midfield tonight. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Launches one forward towards Felipe Coutinho. Schenko's header. Now Semedo.
I mean, they've been non-existent really as a threat going forward, have they? Moscow. I know they got the goal earlier on. The second half, they haven't done anything.
Alexander-Arnold to Sturridge. Firmino waiting for the cross. Salah supporting as well. Lost the opportunity really to give it Salah, didn't he, Sturridge, by having the extra touch. They've won it back though. Firmino snatched at it. Had more time and it was a better chance than I think he realised.
Needs to get rid of it. Could have done anything, could have put Sturridge in, could have done anything, Firmino. But as you said, just slashed at it, head down, whack. Still going now.
With Salah, now Wijnaldum. Fresh off the bench with the fresh legs. Matip, Lovren. Moreno. Now Henderson. Jorginho Wijnaldum. They Again, though, Spartak Moscow have got those banks of red shirts in front of Selikov, and Liverpool have got to find a way through. Moreno looking to provide it. Not enough on it. More frustration for Liverpool.
Well, again, that was a really good position again. Coutinho to Moreno. Final ball, really disappointing.
Sevilla are home and dry in the home game against Maribor. Ben Yedder's got a hat-trick tonight, the third one coming from the penalty spot, so Sevilla 3, Maribor 0. And Sevilla off and running with their first win in the group. Can Liverpool replicate that here in Moscow? Time running out. Liverpool, who have dominated in terms of attempts and possession, just the one goal. Sturridge. Fernando can play it forward to Luis Adriano. Semedo. Popov's made the run, and for once they've got red shirts forward here, the Russians. Can't do anything with it. Liverpool are going to get the throw-in. It's Popov down this time.
I don't know whether he's got cramp as well. Here's the ball by Moreno. Great ball. Look at Sturridge. That is just disappointing. That's easy enough for Moreno with his left foot. Plenty of time. Just doesn't get any purchase on it at all. That's it. There's the magic sign. All the world's over. Make a change.
He's on the verge, though, of a really good result, isn't he, Massimo Carrera? If they can get a draw here against Liverpool, it will give them 2 points from the opening 2 group matches before they go to Seville on match day 3. It's going to be Lorenzo Melgarejo, the Paraguayan international, who's coming on. Got his first goal of the season in injury time against Angie at the weekend. He's played in the Champions League for Benfica as well. That's where Popov picked up the injury. I think it's probably a hamstring, Steve.
Yeah,
pulled the back of his leg, didn't he?
Yeah. The fact that he just overstretched there and then the hand went up straight away when he kicked it out of play.
I'm interested now to see how much additional time we're going to have with that long stoppage for the goalkeeper's injury. Liverpool still have lots of time here to try and find a winner.
But I don't think it's helped them. They just look as if they've lost that fluidity with the substitutions Liverpool have made.
Here's Roberto Firmino playing in that slightly deeper role, lifts it through here to Sturridge! Flag was up anyway.
It looked way offside. But actually, it's closer, wasn't it?
Yeah, he is just off, isn't he? But it's a bit closer than it looked at the outset.
I think once you can turn like that, Firmino turn, and that's in a really dangerous position. That's where Liverpool should be trying to get the ball in there. There's a good pass into Firmino. They haven't done it enough in the second half, got into those spaces. It's just been a little bit side to side, and a little bit too slow.
Firmino dispossessed. Semedo can play it through here to the substitute. Luis Adriano. Here's Fernando. Buchetti given away to Salah. Liverpool need to get the white shirts moving forward.
There's a lot of bodies in there though, Fletch. That's what happens. Again, wasteful.
Henderson keeps it alive, helped on by Firmino to Coutinho. Now they've got plenty of white in there. Coutinho might go himself here. Now Alberto Moreno. Lifted in towards Firmino and nodded down here to Sturridge. And the goalkeeper was there and Sturridge couldn't quite get the ball down quickly enough.
To be honest, I think he missed it first time. He missed it first time around. Header there, control there. That one there he misses. Gets that one in the end, but it's too bad an angle.
Adriano towards Belgrade. A punch that was effective enough. Now Moreno, Henderson, clips one out for Alexander-Arnold. Then it goes towards Sturridge, headed away by Paquetá. Back it comes from Matip, but it's awkward for Coutinho, couldn't keep it in.
This had too much air on it, didn't it? Nice floaty one for Selikov. Again, the final ball has not been near good enough for Liverpool. Promising positions.
Henderson nicks it back, Moreno to Wijnaldum. Can Liverpool find a finishing flourish? Looking like a side at the moment who have run out of ideas, but they've always got the attacking flair about them to make something happen. On by Fernando towards Luis Adriano. Matip in there for Liverpool, helped out by his captain Henderson. Now Moreno. Here's Sturridge through a gap to Salah. Now Henderson. Moreno, Coutinho moves away from Semedoff and clips in the cross. Paquetá was there to clear. Jordan Henderson lifted back in towards Sturridge. Well, the flag had stayed down.
It's a massive miss.
Another one of the Spartak players is down here, but what an opportunity there for Sturridge.
Leaning back outside of the left foot, just flying away. Great ball in. See, right under it. Outside of the foot, just flying up all the time. He's going to cut another frustrated figure if it stays like this, the manager, Jurgen Klopp. We've had enough chances, haven't we, to see this game off. There's going to be more questions.
The all-important board from the fourth official, and we have 8 minutes of additional time. Still plenty of time for Liverpool to try and find an elusive goal, what would be, I'm sure, a winning goal, and a significant goal in the context of the group. Good night for Sevilla against Maribor.
Yeah. Sevilla have done their business, as you said. The dominance has been there for all to see, but if it stays like this, there's going to be one team with 2 points and the other team with 2 points, and that shouldn't be happening.
Here's Wijnaldum. Spartak as deep as they've been. A line of 5 with 5 more in front. Sturridge wriggles through the first line. It was Paquetá, though, who's wearing the captain's armband since the goalkeeper went off, who got a foot in. Semedoff's down again, and they're going to make the final change. And Pedro Rocha, who's a young Brazilian wide player, is going to be coming on. I think it's going to be Semedoff who's going to go off.
Yeah, the thing is, Jordan Henderson's berating the referee, because the referee blew his whistle when he didn't need to. He shouldn't necessarily have just stopped the game for Semedoff going down yet again. And that 8 minutes should turn in, 8 minutes of injury time should now turn into another couple more. was Semedo early on. And that was 15 minutes ago, wasn't it, when Sadio Mane was on the pitch?
Well, I think they're waiting again, Steve, for the cart to come back on. Here it is. That's why he's still down, Semedo, because he wants the electric cart to come and take him away.
Well, this has certainly helped Moscow tonight, their lack of fitness. They said it early on in the second half.
It's made it a very bitty second half, hasn't it? Lots of stoppages.
Yeah, it's hindered Liverpool. The cramp, the hamstring problems.
He's got to be a frustrated man, though, hasn't he, Jurgen Klopp? They've had more than enough possession and chances to win this pretty comfortably tonight. Well, granted, the better opportunities were in the first half, but
this is a game they should have won easily. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it'll have a big impact to play, because Liverpool should destroy these at Anfield and go and beat Maribor, as you said before. It just adds a little bit more pressure onto the qualification process. They still should be fine.
Yeah, so Pedro Rocha is on. Final change that Massimo Carrera can make tonight for Spartak Moscow. Here's Joel Matip for Liverpool, and now Jorginho Wijnaldum.